privacy online may be more in jeopardy now, as the government has been urged to ban VPNs across the country because of security reasons. Now, VPNs are used by several people for a variety of tasks, especially those who are working from home to communicate with their companies, and banning them will definitely have a fallout. So VPN basically stands for a virtual private network, and as the name suggests, it is a private network. To put it in layman terms, it is basically like a bubble within which your security and anonymity is maintained, whether you are connected to a public Wi-Fi or any other. So VPNs are basically used when you want to ensure that your security and anonymity is maintained and the files that you are accessing or the server that you are accessing is not accessed by anyone else who's also on the same Wi-Fi. VPNs are mostly used on public internet connections or unsecured Wi-Fis. So whenever you access the net, you basically have an internet protocol address, which you call an IP address, that has details of your location. It can reveal a lot of details about you. When you use a VPN, that IP address gets hidden, even if you're on a public Wi-Fi. And your data, whatever you are sending out or receiving, that automatically gets encrypted. So it's basically something like sending your data through a tunnel to another location. Now, what you do in that tunnel, nobody knows. What data you are sending, nobody knows. That location where you have sent your data, nobody can access, and nobody knows where you have sent it from. So what you are doing online and the data where you are sending it, nobody knows where it's coming from, where it's going. And VPNs can also be used to give the impression that you are located somewhere else instead of being connected to the actual network which you are using. Now, if VPNs can be used by internet users to secure their identity and their data, it can also be used by cyber criminals to completely avoid surveillance. So there is a major flip side to VPNs. So anyone hiding their IP address can be very difficult for law enforcement agencies to trace. Now, if you are a work from home employee and you need to access files of your employer or certain files that your employer has saved on the company's server, you do not want that access falling in the wrong hands. It is private, it is confidential, and it can only be accessed by the employee. So VPNs become a must if you're working from home. VPNs ensure that your data transactions are totally encrypted. If a VPN is not in place, if this VPN gets banned in India, your passwords or your data which you are transacting with can fall into the wrong hands. Hackers can hack into unencrypted data, and thereby VPNs become very, very essential, and if they're not there, your data becomes insecure. When you use a VPN to transact in any kind of data, it basically encrypts the data that you are sending out, so no one else can really access it. Now, if there is no VPN, if this VPN gets banned, it basically means that your data can fall into the wrong hands because a hacker can hack into unencrypted data. Now, in the current scenario, working from home cannot be omitted. It has to be an option, at least as of now. But with no VPNs around, without a VPN, working from home may not be a possibility for several employees.